The happiest people on the planet right now are the Moroccans. I'm sure they are singing Karma just struck the Senegalese. Well, I can't debate that. I think they got robbed. I don't think that was a penalty, but my opinion don't count. It's the opinion of the Moroccans that counts. And they are rejoicing because they won the game against the Netherlands, and the Senegalese threw away 2-goal lead against the Belgians. What a disappointment that game was. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and also turn up the notification button so I get an update each time I go on live or upload a new video. Let's get into it together and let's talk about the game between Belgium against Senegal and also the US team against Bosnia. Let's go. You saw the game that I saw, and I'm sure you're as angry as I am right now. The Senegalese team threw away 2 beautiful goals to lose 3-2. Let's forget about the penalty right now and let's just say that that was wrong, that they were robbed, that the VAR has been inconsistent. If you look at the game between England and Congo, I thought the penalty, the foul on Hurricane was a penalty. They didn't even call the referee to review the game. You know, they could have at least called the referee to go to the video assistant to review it. But in this case, they called the referee and it took him almost 5 minutes to decide if that was a contact in a game like that. Unacceptable. Do you sense some conspiracy here? Like they were out to get the Senegalese? I'm just saying, you know. But to me, that was not a penalty. No way was that supposed to be given as a contact. Now, the Belgians will disagree with me, and the Senegalese, I'm sure, will agree with me. But one thing I'm sure of is that the Moroccans are jubilating, are dancing on the street right now and saying, Senegal, you just lost, and dancing and all the stuff. But hey, it's football. But the Senegalese should be ashamed of themselves. They will have just won this game. I was rooting for them. They were one of the few African nations that I said we're going to qualify to the round of to the quarterfinal round, but they just they lack game management. Absolute game management. They lacked it. They didn't know how to manage a game. How can you be leading 2-0? And you could not manage that game at that time to win or keep the score the way it was. You just kept attacking. No, there's something we call game management. The Belgians are not as good as the Belgians when Hazard was there. When they had good informed player Lukaku, yes, he did score, but yes, they have Jeremy Doku, but he has not been on top gear so far in the competition. Neither has the Belgian. The goalkeeper was the best player yesterday. Thibaut Courtois was the best player yesterday. And I'm pretty disappointed at the Senegalese. The Belgium offered nothing but they'll equalize. So kudos to them for coming back and winning 3-2. I'm not taking anything from their victory, but I believe that the Senegalese allowed you guys to win. They did. They lost the game. You didn't win it. They lost the game. But I don't think they will beat the United States based on what US did yesterday, this morning against Bosnia. Speaking of the US team, they are also surpassing expectation and playing beautiful football. They went down a man down when Balogun. I don't think that was a red card. It was a controversial red card, but it's what it is. The referee again has becoming the topic of the competition, which should not be. And I think FIFA should do better than what they're doing right now. The officiating is not as great as I expect. They're allowing too many fouls go on and they're making controversial decisions. And if you have the technology, use it and use it well. Don't use it for a game and you don't use it for and you don't use it for a different game. Be consistent with your decision. Be consistent. If it's a contact in the box, then it's a contact, then it's a penalty. Just like we know that if you cover your mouth in the game, it's a red card. Be consistent all year round, all game round. The Bosnian, I knew they were going to lose. They barely qualified from their group. They offered nothing. The US were better. Pochettino has transformed the US team. One cause that the US national team has is the fact that they don't know how to beat European opposition. They've broken that cause by beating Bosnia. And let's see if they can beat Belgium. I'm not scared of this Belgian team. I think the Senegalese will have troubled the US team more than the Belgians did. But you play who they give to you, who they give you, right? Now their next opponent is going to be Belgium. And let's see how the US team behaves. Let's see if the US team can beat that team and go to the semi-final and create history. But Pochettino, they have an identity. The US team has an identity. You know how they play. They're intense. They go for the second ball more. They tackle high and they play pressing a game. But that defense is questionable though. Very questionable, that defense. But can the Belgian team exploit that? Can Jeremy Doku exploit the defense? Can Lukaku come in again and just score the goal that he scored? Is that possible? Yes, it is. But I'm giving them an edge over the Bosnian. Let me know what you think about my commentary and my analysis of the game between Senegal and Belgium, and also US against the Bosnian. And please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's get into it together.